Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is November 3rd of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CI headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland has greenlit numerous Defcon level events um, during the live broadcast of Monday Night Football, which is featuring the Arizona Cardinals at the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, on the evening of November 3rd of 2025. Coincidentally, this stadium, AT&T Stadium, was home to Super Bowl XLV between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers on February 6th of 2011, for which I wrote my book entitled The Nuclear Bible, about a 9/11 style Al-Qaeda nuclear terror attack targeting AT&T Stadium specifically to trigger World War III. But because the CIA cannot execute a redux of this particular plot, after which I applied for political asylum in Switzerland on March 8th of 2011, the CIA is going to stage a made-for-TV DEFCON level event during the live broadcast of this game on the evening of November 3rd of 2025. In short, the CIA is going to execute one or more of the following scenarios, which I'm about to lay out, during the 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time window to 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is the CIA, basically, because they cannot stage a direct attack on the NFL game. They're going to use the live broadcast with millions, if not hundreds of millions of people watching around the world due to streaming, and they're going to seize this opportunity and stage a DEFCON level event. So exactly what type of attack is planned is obviously not known, but we can expect it to be biological, chemical, nuclear, or radiological in nature. It will likely feature because the CIA controls all countries, and this is proof because we know that the CIA in Switzerland is going to stage an event during this game. They are in control of China, Iran, North Korea, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Russia, and therefore they will order them to commit some sort of an attack during the live broadcast of this game. This could be an act of war, such as a ship sinking, a plane being shot down. This could be a full-scale invasion of a sovereign nation. This could be a bombing, a bombardment, an ICBM nuclear missile strike, ballistic missile strike, cruise missile strike, hypersonic missile strike, torpedo strike. But some sort of act of war, some sort of mass attack is expected during the live broadcast of this game in the United States, which would obviously be November 4th, 2025 in the rest of the world. The CIA could also resort to their bread and butter, which is Islamic terrorism, by staging a mass attack by Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthi militia, ISIS, the Muslim Brotherhood, or the Taliban. And this would likely feature some sort of chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear-related 9/11 style attack, bombing, hostage crisis, massacre, siege, storming, suicide bombing, or vehicle-borne improvised explosive-related attack, i.e. a truck bombing attack. Exactly what type of attack is planned during the live broadcast of this Monday night NFL football game in the United States, obviously not known. But I have published scores of reports regarding this game. And the top 10 are as follows. A North Korean nuclear warhead-laden drone-related 9/11 style attack, crash, or explosion targeting South Korea. Coincidentally, United States Secretary of War Pete Hegseth is currently visiting the DMZ, the partition, the demilitarized zone between North Korea and South Korea at this point in time, and he will likely be murdered in this impending attack designed to trigger World War III, because they'll claim that China or Russia is behind this attack. I also identified a Chinese-backed North Korean hacking computer worm attack targeting the Microsoft Windows operating system, specifically designed to trigger a global economic meltdown as pretext for World War III. I have also identified an Iranian 9/11 style nuclear terror plot targeting multiple locations in Germany. The CIA is also planning to stage an Iranian submarine-related attack targeting the 8 ships and 1 submarine that are currently of the United States Navy, which are currently sailing off the coast of Venezuela in the Caribbean Sea, specifically to trigger World War III. This may be nuclear in nature. The CIA is also planning to stage a Russian-backed ISIS or Afghani terror group related attack targeting both Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania on the night of November 3rd. The CIA is also planning on staging Russian truck bombing attacks with chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear payloads targeting multiple locations in the United States on the evening of November 3rd, obviously designed to trigger World War III. I have also identified a plot to basically stage a storming attack targeting the White House or the U.S. Capitol building by alleged African American and minority teens in aftermath of the confrontation between said teens and the United States National Guard in Washington Park in Washington, D.C. And this would obviously be designed to murder a sitting U.S. President, one Donald J. Trump, and of course burn the White House to the ground. That is why they passed a curfew and all that stuff, which you can read in my report called Operation Curfew Riot. The CIA is also planning a false flag, Turkey-backed Islamic attack targeting Israel, Lebanon, or Syria. The CIA is also planning to stage some sort of mass attack by Russia targeting London in aftermath of granting Storm Shadow missiles to Ukraine to use against Russia. This will likely feature one or more of the 6 super weapons which Vladimir Putin disclosed back on March 1st of 2018. The CIA is also planning on staging some sort of 9/11 style CBRN-related crash attack targeting the island of Bermuda, specifically to spawn a second global biological pandemic. And the CIA is plotting some sort of Russian ICBM strikes targeting Brussels, London, and or The Hague in the Netherlands. Obviously, these events which I just listed do not encompass all potential scenarios, and it's highly likely that in the aftermath of this video that the CIA will reload and target another location around the world, possibly in the United States. Also, there's a realistic possibility that the CIA would stage some sort of an attack, assassination, or terror event targeting Washington, D.C., specifically to assassinate U.S. President Donald J. Trump. I have stated for the record on multiple occasions that this ongoing government shutdown is being executed by the CIA via their minions in the Democratic Party, specifically to set the stage for the assassination, impeachment, resignation, death event targeting Donald J. Trump. So in other words, this shutdown is not going to end until Donald J. Trump is removed from power. So obviously, if the CIA stages any sort of Defon-Level events during the live broadcast of Monday Night Football in the United States on the ESPN network, which is being streamed globally, know that it was not an accident, know that it was planned, know that it was premeditated, and that it was planned by CIA headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, and is most likely going to be executed on the ground via the Israeli Mossad, via the Israeli Navy, or via the Israeli Air Force. But what is the goal is here is to basically stage an event which removes U.S. President Donald J. Trump from power, spawns a second global biological pandemic, and or triggers World War III. That is because CIA headquarters located in CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is exposed globally, thanks to yours truly, and they are absolutely desperate to basically turn the world upside down and trigger World War III or stage another second global biological pandemic, specifically to to quell this information or to stop this information from going around the world. And so they are absolutely desperate. They have the means, the motive, and the opportunity to stage this attack, and apparently they are going to do it during the live broadcast of Monday Night Football on the night of November 3rd, 2025 in the United States. So obviously, if any of the aforementioned scenarios or scenarios like this come to fruition during the live broadcast of this particular NFL football game between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys, I would kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.